Welcome back, everyone. Do you like C4? Do you also like the taste of a liquefied Jolly Rancher? Well, these may be the drinks for you. This is the C4 Jolly Rancher collection. How incredible. Now, if you are an avid Jolly Rancher fan, you may be noticing that there are some flavors missing.
They forgot cherry and grape, those motherfuckers.
But that's quite alright, because the flavors we do have really are something special. Here, we have blue raspberry, green apple, watermelon, and the oh-so-elusive peach flavor. And the reason I call the peach one elusive is because it's been out for several months now, and for the life of me, I couldn't find it until a few weeks ago. That's a problem. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure the other three Jolly Rancher flavors have been out for well over a year at this point, and they're easy to find, save for blue raspberry for God knows what reason. And you know what? I'll spoil my thoughts right away. The fact that blue raspberry is so hard to find for such an underwhelming flavor really is gross. Do better, Cellucor. Anyway, let's crack them open and get a drink, starting with the aforementioned blue raspberry. Oh yeah. Can't see it. Let's get a sniff. Well, it sure does smell pretty. It kind of smells like, I don't know, just weird. So let's get a sip. Bottoms up. Why does it taste like alcohol? I wish I was joking, but this really does taste like beer, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. The last time I had the blue raspberry Jolly Rancher, it just kind of tasted like a general blue raspberry flavor. Didn't really stand out, didn't particularly taste like a Jolly Rancher. It was just basic drink, and at the time, I thought of it as like a 7 out of 10 because it's pretty middle of the road. It's decent, but it wasn't incredible, and it certainly wasn't bad. Now, I really don't know how to feel about this because where the hell did the alcohol taste come from? That's new. Maybe I'm just retarded. Let's get another sip in there. No, that still very much tastes like alcohol. What an interesting sensation. I think it does actually taste a little bit better than I remember it tasting, which is weird, because I would think it tastes worse because I do not like alcohol. But it does taste a little bit better. So you know what? We're going to give this one a solid 7 out of 10 on the Brandometer. Good job, Jolly Ranchers. Next up is green apple. This one I feel similarly about to the blue raspberry. It's kind of underwhelming, right? You know, it's green apple, but it doesn't taste like a Jolly Rancher per se. However, maybe they changed the formula on these because, like I said, blue raspberry tastes different than I remember. So, the only way to know is to crack this one open and see if it's any better than I remember. Oh yeah, let's get a sniff. Well, that just smells like a straight-up apple. Isn't that nice? But let's get a sip. Bottoms up. Well, they sure did change the flavor on that one too, because now it actually tastes like a genuine apple. Isn't that incredible? I have to say, I like the changes they made to this one. Before, it just kind of tasted like apple-flavored carbonated beverage. Now, it tastes like a real apple, skin and all. What a beautiful thing. I just sure hope I don't taste the worm. With that being said, I'm going to have to upgrade the rating on this one too, and I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 on the Brandometer, because this one is even better than blue raspberry, just as it was before, and this one, they really improved it. So, good job, C4. Next up is watermelon. Now, as is the running theme with this episode already, I'm just going to spoil my thoughts already. I love the watermelon. Ever since it came out, I thought it was the best Jolly Rancher flavor. Not the actual candy, I don't know. I mean the C4. This is the best one probably the best watermelon drink on the market that I can think of, was a 10 out of 10. But perhaps they changed this one too. Maybe it's even better, or maybe somehow it got worse. Let's find out. Oh yeah, let's get a sniff. Well, it kind of doesn't smell like much. A little bit like watermelon, but mainly just like nothing. So, let's find out how it tastes. Bottoms up. Oh, it's a hit. Oh, I love it. It tastes exactly the same as I remember. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. This is a beautiful drink. It tastes exactly like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, right? This one actually tastes like not the fruit, but the candy. And that's kind of what I'm looking for here, because it is supposed to be Jolly Rancher. If they just wanted it to taste like a watermelon, they would just call it watermelon. But they're not doing that. This is Jolly Rancher watermelon, and it really does taste like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Incredible. Once again, 10 out of 10 on the Brandometer. Really knocked it out of the park with this one. Great job, C4. And finally, we have the Peach Edition. Not to be confused with the Peach Edition Red Bull, this is something completely different. Now, I have had this one before, but for this one, I'm not going to spoil my thoughts. All I'll say is that this one is really hard to find. The only place I found it was at a gym near me. I don't know. I think that's the only place you can get it apart from the website. You either have to buy it online or it's at some gyms. I've never seen it at a gas station. I've never seen it in a grocery store. So all I'll say is if you want to try this, you're going to have to really go to some lengths. And if you hate working out like I do, well, good luck to you. But of course, let's find out my thoughts on this quite elusive drink. Ooh, fizzed up a little. It's excited for me. Let's get a sniff. Just smells like a straight up peach. That's an incredible thing. But we need to get a sip. Bottoms up. The drink gods have blessed us once again with such a beautiful drink. Now, unlike the watermelon, this one does not taste like a Jolly Rancher at all. It just tastes like a liquefied peach. So in that regard, that's a little disappointing. However, this is such an incredibly good peach drink. Look, I like peaches, right? And there are plenty of peach drinks out there, and I like most of them, but they're all just kind of like, they're okay, right? This one, there is something about it. I can taste the skin, the leaves, the juice and nectar. I can taste the pit. All of it put together, it's like if you were eating a peach through a feeding straw. It's incredible. And you know what? I think this one is well worth the search. It may be very hard to find, but it is so worth it. And I don't know why it took them so long to come out with this one after the other three came out. So thank you, C4, for releasing this beautiful drink. 10 out of 10 on the Brandometer. Easy. It's incredible. Whoa! But of course, this wouldn't really be a crossover video without a King's Chalice. Let's get them mixed up and see how good they are, starting with Blue Raspberry, Green Apple, Watermelon, if I could hold it properly, and last but most certainly not least is Peach. Mix that around. It's still clear. I can smell each individual flavor. That's really weird, but you know what? It probably tastes better than it smells. Here we go. It's pretty good, but that's really weird. And it's so carbonated in this form. Each drink isn't that carbonated on its own. How did it multiply? You know what? Successful King's Chalice. Anyway, since C4 really seemed to knock it out of the park with this collab, hopefully there's another 4-flavor collab where they did a pretty good job. I guess we'll just have to find out some other time.